Hey kids, welcome back to another Squishy Science. And today is also edible science.
Yes, even better.
We're going to be making bread. Bread, you say? That's so hard. No, not really, because we're going to make it in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag.
Bread in the bag.
Yes, so it'll make it much easier. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready. What do we do?
Okay, are you going to do all the mixing?
Yeah,
Then I'll do all the measuring.
I want to do all the
Okay, so first we're going to put a cup of flour into the bag.
1 cup flour.
And this is a 1/4 a cup measuring cup, so...
So how many do we need? 4, right?
Right.
You guys are...
Fractions.
We got some fractions and math people out here.
2, 3, and 4.
Okay, what else do we need in here?
Alrighty. And now, this is yeasted bread, so we need the yeast.
How much yeast?
Alright, so it's 1 packet, basically, of yeast. And I'm using the instant Active Dry Yeast is what I think it said on the package. Okay, and then because yeast is alive and it wants to eat something, we're going to put some sugar in there.
Yes.
I'm going to make, yeah, okay. Definitely make sure not to put salt in there because salt will kill the yeast.
At least not first.
Not first.
We can
We're going to
put
do it later. Okay. And now you're going to mix that up. Oh. Seal the bag and then mix it up. That way you don't spill flour all over the table like Shelly.
Whatever. Okay, I think we're good.
Alrighty. Now you're going to pour in 1 cup of warm water. And you want it to be nice and warm so that it'll make the yeast all happy. Alrighty. Now you're going to get as much air out of the bag as you can. And you will probably want your grown-up to do this. Because it can be very hard.
To get the air out without getting the water out.
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
Okay, there we go.
All right, now you're going to squish it all together.
It's warm
It's warm and
gooey.
squishy and not making a mess, which is, you know, a grown-up's favorite
It
part.
feels like it's all gooey, yucky, but it's not on my hands, so nice.
Yeah. Alrighty, and once that is all kneaded together,
That's pretty good right there.
we're going to let it sit for 10 minutes so that the yeast can eat the sugar and start making bubbles.
Okay,
Okay,
10-minute timer.
10-minute timer. Okie dokie, time is up.
All right. It does not look like bread.
Nope, it's not supposed to yet.
Not
Okay,
yet.
we are going to add in 1 more cup of flour. So we know this is a 1/4. And that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're also going to add in 3 tablespoons of oil. Yep. And that's olive oil because I'm fancy that way. Oops. And
Is that it or anything
messy.
else?
No, we need to put the salt in there too, but
Okay.
hold on, I'm spilling oil everywhere with my fancy pants. Okay.
How much salt?
It's 1 teaspoon of salt.
Okay. Anything else, or do I zip it up
Nope.
now?
Now you're going to zip it up and knead it all until it's mixed together.
Get all the air out. So I don't pop the bag, because that would really make a mess.
So you want to mix it up really good, but don't be too vigorous with it because then your bag will pop and it'll make a big mess, which Your grown-up probably would not appreciate, although I know you'd really like it. Alrighty.
If you accidentally pop your bag, I want to hear about it.
Indeed. Put that in the comments below and let us know. Oh, that's looking more.
Looking pretty good.
That's looking more dough-like.
Yep. It's still not quite thick enough to be bread, though.
Nope. We've got 1 more cup of flour to add, and it's really 1 cup-ish.
Maybe more.
Maybe more, maybe less. You just want to add it until the dough stops sticking to the inside of the bag.
Okay, I think I'm ready for that next cup.
Okay. All right. 1, 2,
So usually when I make bread, I make like 8 loaves at once.
3. I'm gonna stop there, and then
We'll see how
it goes.
But I'm thinking I wouldn't want to do 8 loaves like this.
Oh golly!
But if you're just doing 1 loaf,
yeah, this is good for
perfect.
one loaf. And
Or
it's-
2, or how many kids do you have?
And
each one could do one.
You could also do this as breadsticks. Once it's dough, you could take it out and like just shape up a few breadsticks and lay them out. Are your hands tired?
No,
Okay.
this could be like a hand exercise.
My hands got really tired. Squish, 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 squish,
I can
squish.
see little pockets of flour still in there that I need to work in.
Yeah.
This might not be good to do with long fingernails either. Did you puncture your bag?
I didn't use a regular zipper bag. I used a reusable one, so it's made
they're
of thick silicone, so I did not. But my hands got tired, so then I had to give it to...
Oh, look, it's starting to pull away on its own.
Yes, that's what we
But
want.
this is super soft. I think I'm
Okay.
going to need some more flour down in there.
Okay.
So maybe another 1/4 of a cup.
Okay.
Let's see if I can access the super soft part to put it in. Okay, down there somewhere.
Okay. There is more if we need more. That smells like
It's starting to smell
bread.
like bread.
And that's the yeast.
Yes.
And yeast is, what it's doing is it's eating all of the sugars and then burping. And that's what that smell is. And I think
I didn't add that to my list of story times.
What?
A burping story time?
Oh!
Do we have enough burping books?
We'll have to look for burping books.
I bet we do. Oh, do I have some good story guys? Okay. I'm feeling like maybe we're gonna need a little more. Yeah, we're still a little gooey down here.
Okay.
Feeling like this might do the trick.
Okay.
So you want to keep doing a little more flour until it starts feeling like dough and it starts pulling away from the plastic easy, right?
Yep. And if your hands get tired,
Pass it off to your brother or sister.
yeah, or your grown-up, tell your grown-up to squish it. They will say they do not get enjoyment from squishy science, but we all know the truth, right?
Who doesn't love to squish stuff around?
Yep.
Okay, I feel like I need all the parts to come together a little bit. Maybe.
Okay.
Do I have flour pockets? A little bit.
Flowers don't have pockets, they have petals.
Ugh. too funny.
That was not planned. That was off the cuff, everybody. I'm quite proud of myself.
This little gooey corner, I'm trying to work down into my little pockets of flour.
There you go. All right.
But my hands aren't getting yucky.
Exactly.
Very different from when I make bread at home.
Yeah. And there's no flour all over the table, and there's
Right?
it's really handy.
Okay, what do you think? Do we need more?
I think it's good.
A little bit more?
I think it's good.
You think it's good?
It's
huh?
a little sticky, but I think that'll be okay.
Are you sure? I feel
My-
like I want a tiny bit right back there.
Okay.
Here. Because it's like there's this one gooey pocket that won't go away. There.
All right.
Right on the gooey pocket.
Okay. So while she finishes mixing up that last little bit, I'm going to take my loaf pan and I'm going to just oil it a little bit. You may remember my little oily doohickey from our beer bread video, which I'll put a link to in the description below. Because making beer bread while messy was also fun.
Yes. It was like a messy science episode. Oh, it's pulling away from the bag now. I feel like we're getting somewhere. Do I just dump it in there?
Yep,
Wow, I don't even have to make it look like a loaf.
correct.
I'm liking this. It's coming.
Wish. Okay. Alrighty.
That is like the cleanest ever bread making
Yep.
episode. My hands are totally clean.
Alright. I am just going to squish it a little bit into the corners because honestly,
She just wants to
I
play
want
with
to
it and get her fingers dirty.
get my
That's why.
fingers dirty.
You didn't pick your nose with that finger, did you?
Ew, no, of course
Checking.
not.
Come on.
Okay.
That looks pretty good.
Yep. Alrighty, now we're going to cover that with a kitchen towel and let it rise for an hour.
Yep. After
So
an hour,
30
it
minutes
should be
to an
kinda
hour,
puffed.
but it's like cold enough in here and it was cold enough at home that it took the full hour for it.
Yeah.
You want it to puff until it has a nice smooth dome on top.
Yeah. So that's going to take an hour. I think maybe we should order a pizza, and Hector's going to want to get in
I was
on
going to
that.
say, let's go
So-
get Hector and get a pizza.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Okay, you can see how it's all mounded up now. It looks totally risen up, nice. So I don't want to disturb it too much, but I'm going to gently carry it to the oven and bake it.
After taking the towel off,
Well, duh. Yeah, okay, yeah. Take the towel off.
and then bake it for 25 minutes until it has a nice golden
Wait, what
brown
temperature?
top. 375.
375 for 25 minutes.
375 for 25
Got it.
minutes.
Okay. Ooh, that's going to be good.
Alrighty, who's ready for some bread?
Hey, it's done!
Oh, look at that pretty golden top.
Isn't it pretty? So when I first took it out of the oven, it was like way too hot. So I had to let it cool for a little bit. Now it's much cooler, and I think I can get it out of the pan.
Okay.
So I'm going to
Gently
do
run a
this little
knife
number.
around the edge, and that just helps kind of loosen the sides. It shouldn't stick too much because you've already pre-oiled the pan.
right. Okay.
And then turn it out.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, bread.
And
Nice. That's a good looking loaf.
mm,
I think we better try it.
we
Yes.
we should taste it.
Definitely. Taste test time. Looks
like-
pretty good.
We could make bread. I mean, I always knew that you could make bread, but
So here we go.
yum.
We have butter, or I might just skip the butter and go straight for the cherry jam.
I need both.
You have to try it with butter once to get the flavor
Okay.
of the bread, right?
Okay. All right.
So the butter's a little hard.
That's okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna try this bit of it with just butter to get the flavor. That's good. It's got a little bit of a dense texture, but I like that. It's not
very
so crumbly.
moist.
Very moist.
Like, I like that it's moist.
Yeah.
I'm still smoothing my butter. It's fine though.
We should have softened our butter a little bit.
That's totally fine. You know, I really like chomping into butter. Not like by itself, but I mean like I don't mind a thick.
I'm glad you clarified there because I was going to get a little bit grossed out. Okay, now I need to try some with the cherry jam that I made off the cherries from our tree.
That's bread. It's like totally edible and stuff.
Totally edible. Are you surprised about that?
A little bit.
Oh.
I mean, I seriously need cherry
It works good with the jam
jam.
and the butter. I'm thinking it would make a delightful grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh yeah. Oh.
And a good PB&J.
I love PB&J, peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter and jam.
That is a very workable bread.
And you too can make bread this delicious.
Toast. This would be very good toasted.
Shelly, really good job on the jam. Okay, we're off for lunch now.
We just ate pizza.
Second luncheon. 11sies. Afternoon tea. Supper. Dinner. I'm not a hobbit, I swear.
But I eat like one. All right.
So we'll link the recipe in the description, as well as the book that I got this recipe out of. And we'll see you next time at Squishy Science!